It began with a flicker. Just a faint anomaly in the data, a cold, silent blip moving far faster than anything expected. At first, astronomers thought it was noise, a fleeting mistake in their instruments. But within hours, telescopes from Hawaii to South Africa confirmed it. Something was out there. Something new. A visitor from beyond. NASA quickly verified what everyone suspected but hardly dared to believe. This wasn't an asteroid, nor a comet formed in the Oort cloud. Its trajectory was unbound by the familiar gravity loops of our solar system. This was an interstellar object, only the third ever detected. A piece of another solar system, flung into the void eons ago, now cutting across our cosmic backyard. They named it 3I Atlas. But the name doesn't capture the unease that followed. Because nothing about it behaved as it should. Its speed was unnervingly precise. Its orbit aligned suspiciously close to Earth's path around the Sun, yet it avoided a direct encounter. Its reflections were brighter than expected, suggesting a surface not of ice or rock, but of something far more reflective, almost metallic. And when scientists traced its origin, their blood ran cold. Its path pointed not toward the frozen edges of the solar system, but back toward interstellar space, perhaps even the crowded core of the Milky Way itself. At first, comparisons were made to Oumuamua, the infamous 2017 visitor with its cigar-like shape, strange acceleration, and lack of a comet tail. Then to Borisov, the 2019 interstellar comet, volatile and bright. But 3I Atlas was different. It combined the brightness of Oumuamua with the velocity of Borisov. It didn't behave like a rock, and it didn't behave like a comet. It behaved like something else entirely. The James Webb Space Telescope, humanity's most powerful eye, was redirected from the edge of the universe to this enigmatic traveler. And what it saw deepened the mystery. Webb's instruments revealed surface absorption lines that didn't match any known asteroid or comet profile. Instead, they hinted at advanced carbon structures, materials more often associated with engineering than with nature. Even more baffling, its spin appeared symmetrical, like a machine designed for balance. Then came the most chilling discovery. The object was accelerating. Not slightly. Not randomly. But with subtle, precise deviations that couldn't be explained by solar radiation or cometary outgassing. There was no visible tail, no emission of gas. And yet, it was navigating. Correcting its path. Choosing where to go. If that's true, then we're not watching a rock. We're watching a decision. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who had once suggested that Oumuamua could have been artificial, once again stepped into the spotlight. He urged his colleagues to consider the unthinkable, that this object might not be natural at all. That it might be a probe, an autonomous messenger, perhaps millions of years old, quietly observing. And then came the silence. The moment Webb's data began to hint at artificiality, public updates slowed. Mission pages stopped posting new numbers. Agencies withdrew access to telescope feeds. Requests for raw data were denied. Scientists were reassigned. A wall of secrecy descended. Why? Perhaps because once a discovery challenges not just science but security, it no longer belongs to open debate. It belongs to control. But the most unsettling theory is not about control at all. It's about timing. What if this object wasn't a random wanderer? What if it was meant to be found, now? As humanity develops AI, quantum computing, and interplanetary ambitions, suddenly an interstellar visitor appears, perfectly aligned for detection. Not too distant, not too close, but just enough to be seen. A cosmic test pattern. A silent message. You're ready to notice us, now let's see what you do. Maybe it isn't here to speak. Maybe it isn't here to land. Maybe it is here to watch, to measure how a young civilization reacts when it finally realizes it is not alone. Already, humanity has changed. Artists call it the messenger, the witness, the eye. Children ask questions once reserved for dreamers. Governments whisper about propulsion technologies far beyond our reach. Philosophers speak of a mirror, forcing us to confront our own fragility in the vast dark. And as 3i Atlas slips past the inner planets, altering its path with silent precision, one truth becomes undeniable. This isn't just a rock. It isn't just a comet. It's a signal. Not of who they are, not yet. But of something far more profound, that we have never truly been alone. And perhaps we were never the observers at all.